What's up? Got a wee knife here. Man, I'm going to try to actually check in a knife. I'm still definitely on the mend, but let's check it out. This is kind of a grail knife for me. This is a Praxis, a wee Praxis, gray titanium, grain stonewash S35VN. So I own a lot of Praxises. Praxises, Praxis plural. I think Praxis could be plural. Nah, I don't know, man. Why am I even jacking my jaw over that? It's silliness. But this one's kind of a bucket list knife for me because I really like my Praxis knives, and I wanted one of these titanium ones, but I just wasn't willing to spend $200+ for it. So I watched and waited and waited and watched and watched and waited, and my opportunity came to pick one up at a really good price. So here it is. And I am excited for this. So much so that it's my first video after shooting myself. It's like I got to get back in the saddle at some point. I've done some fixed blades, but this is the first one I'm actually going to check in a pocket knife. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm so happy for this. This is such a good one. And it's been sitting here for a little bit. It didn't just show up. It's been here for a little while. Before the accident. But I can't wait no more. I want to get my hands on this thing. All right, let's get rid of that box. Nobody cares about it. Yeah, look at it. Stonewashed titanium. Even the blade is stonewashed. Look at that. It's S35VN. And so the thumb stud is stonewashed, the pivots are stonewashed, the pocket clip is stonewashed. This is titanium, and it's recessed into the scale and recessed screws. Yeah, wow, look at this thing. And so one of the things I'll throw out right away that I like about the Praxis is it does have this choil. But the choil is the secondary grip. Like even when you go here, you realize that you're kind of out of place. So you can, you can get up in here, but this is the primary grip. Yeah. Wonderful jimping on the spine on these. So really can plant the thumb. Excellent grip. Look at this thing. Let's run that action, man. Ugh. So nice. And I believe this is the only one I have that have thumb studs. Oh, man, is this thing good. Detent feels a little stiff. But it's a titanium frame lock, so, I mean, it could be all about that. Nice centered blade. Very light for a Praxis. It's really light. Not sure what it weighs, but it ain't much. Man. Oh, so good. Yeah, buddy. Well, let's get in it. Come on. We don't need to hang around. I mean, my hand's not 100% useful, but we're going to do the best we can. Well, that wasn't very tight. Standard body screw or scale screw tightness there. Looks like I'm going to have to get underneath the pocket clip for that particular screw. And those look like T6s. Yep. Nice tension on that pocket clip. That thing should run wonderfully. Should be a drier clip and run smooth with that smooth surface up against this stonewash here. All right, last scale screw. There we go. I want to get a reference on this detent. So I'm just shy of halfway on the scale with it being locked up. Let me unlock, check it. Yeah, just shy of halfway. All right. Because I may lighten that detent just slightly. We'll see. Not a lot of oil or anything in here. The bearings are cutting their way. Let's get that out of there. A little bit of oil behind the washer. Yeah, I mean, this is all the way out to the edge. I mean, maybe I could take a little bit off of that. I think I will. Just the tiniest little bit, not much at all. But I'm going to go ahead and knock it out since I'm thinking about it. And I'm here. That doesn't seem to want to budge. It is wedged in that titanium pretty good. What's the first direction to go here for me? I can't really use my hand much. I'm going to try to get that with a pair of pliers. We'll see. But I definitely don't want to be marring up my scale. But if I can pull that over a little bit like so. There it is. Yeah, I made a mountain out of a molehill there. Got that out of there with no struggles whatsoever. All right, so I just want to move it about 122nd of an inch. Just the tiniest little bit. Yeah, like that right there. Okay. I mean, it doesn't appear to be any oil on the bearings here, so we'll get those cleaned up. I wonder if I can get this other washer out of here. Yep. Okay. Because this feels locked in there, so I'm not going to bother it. If it wants to be locked in there, I'm going to let it be. We'll wipe the oil off of all this stuff. All these parts and pieces. Man, is that light. Whew. These scales. Look at all the milling going on here. The internal milling, skeletonization to reduce weight. Pretty nice. Looks like the bearings are cutting their way through that stonewash pretty easily. Lots of little parts here. Man, I'm so glad to get this thing. I've been wanting one. And so this is one I just have searches out there for them. And I check them, fairly regularly because you just never know when and if one's going to pop up. And if it does, you got to be prepared to act because, when certain things show up, it's not going to hang out long. And so, boom, it popped up. I was like, yeah. I clicked the take action mode. It clicked in pretty quick, man. Yeah, I didn't hesitate. This is a collaboration between we and Kershaw. And so you can find these on the Kershaw site. I believe it's KershawKnives.com. I'll check before the end of the video, make sure I steer you towards the right place. So that is an active retail location that you can find this piece. And I believe it's a collaboration between them and we to do the Praxis and do it in titanium. So, I mean, congrats to Kershaw for making a move on this. My understanding is they did a limited run of this piece. They didn't do a lot of them. And so, that's another reason why it kind of became a grail knife, because they're not going to be hanging out forever. Now, I didn't see a certificate numbering it, so I may look back in the box and see if there's one in there, if it is a limited edition numbered deal. If it is, it should be in the box. And if it is, it should be on the knife here somewhere. I don't see any badging on the knife towards something like that, so I'm going to say it's not, because it's pretty difficult to do a limited edition run of something and then not mark the knife somehow. Like, how do you know what I mean? But, I mean, if it's the only one, then do you need to do all that? Because if you have one of these, it is limited. But how do you know what number it is, right? Like, if they made 200 and you've got number 1, how do you know if they're not numbered? I guess you could have the certificate that says it's number 1, but that don't mean this is the actual number 1 knife. I think the knife, in order to do that, the knife's got to be numbered. Surely that makes sense, right? All right. Did I oil that bearing? I did. Let's put a little bit here on this track for this detent. Come on, man. That wasn't cool. There we go. I think I'm going to put one screw in just to get some equalization from front to back on this frame. And then I want to make sure that I haven't gone too far with this lock and created lock failure. Oh, goodness, is that nice. Sweet. It's lighter. It's not a lot lighter. It's a little bit lighter, but it's lighter. All right, I'm gonna check it off camera here. Yeah, we're locked up. No worries. Let's finish assembling. I gotta do this scale screw first. I mean, the pocket clip is done right. The ergonomics on this are, I mean, this is a legit pocket knife, in my opinion. I'm just checking screws now. Yeah, I'm going to expect this to run incredibly well. Is this hardware titanium as well? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, even the hardware's top shelf. So the price on this has been like just over 200 bucks, like 212 or something. And so, as much as I like the Praxis, the fact that I own like 3 others, I just couldn't bring myself to spend that kind of money on one. I'm just like, nah. I mean, if I didn't have one and it was the only one, maybe I would have went there. Man, that tip is trash. Garbage. Into the garbage it goes. And I've got some new ones laying around here somewhere. I don't know where, but I've got some new ones. We'll put a new one in there. Oh, my goodness. Ridiculous. Yeah, what's metal on this thing? The blade. Part of the pivot. I'm not sure which part, but part of that pivot is the metal insert, and then everything else is titanium. Yeah. Very nice. Get rid of this. Let me see if I can fail it. Yep. I might have lightened it too much. A little more detent on it, and I probably couldn't fail it. But man, do I like where it's at right now. I mean, to me, it's except for the failing it part. Yeah, I mean, it's solid. It's not going anywhere. I like it. I like it a lot. Very nice. So lightweight. Golly, this thing's lightweight. I mean, what does it weigh? Okay, so it's 3.8 ounces. I also have the button lock, and it's like 4 ounces, aluminum scales, and then I have a micarta version that I believe these both have the same blade. This is a HCR 18 MOV, and the button lock is Nitro V. So Nitro V on the button lock. This HCR, is it 18 or 13? Yeah, HCR 18. And it's like 4.1 ounces, 4.2 ounces, 3.8, 4, 4.2. And then I also have this copper version. It's got Damascus, black hand-rubbed Damascus and copper scales. And it weighs 8 ounces. It's a beast, man. Yeah, so anyways, we'll come back to these, but they've all been checked in on the channel. All right, let's get rid of them. We'll wrap up this one here. Yeah, and it is the only one with thumb stud. I mean, if I let gravity help me, I can't fail it. So, I mean, I'm tempted to put a little tension back on it, but I don't think so. Because, golly, is it nice. And it's locked up solid. I mean, it's got good lockup on it. It's almost 50% of the lock. So, I mean, I wouldn't expect it to fail at all. It's just a little easier to open, and it's a little easier to access this lock. So, I mean, I'm going to give the action an A-. I mean, it is really good. But, I got to come up short of an A. It's like a A-, B+, A-. Probably getting better as those bearings are working through that stonewash blade. Yeah, it's really locked up nice. Ergonomics. So the ergonomics on this knife just sing, man. They just really take this knife to the next level. Just so comfortable in hand, and in a, I mean, in an odd way, I can kind of go there, but not really. But great ergonomics, just wonderful in hand, whether it's this way or capped off with a reverse grip. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Let's check that pocket clip. I love the this is just man, this is the epitome of a pocket knife for me, in my opinion. Yeah, wow, that runs so good. And it's like I said, it's a dryer clip. You could tumble around on the ground for 40 minutes and that knife, if I reached for it, it would still be right here. Even on the standard jean size material. And then my back pocket spot, the only way that knife's coming out of there is if I pull it out. Yeah, it is not going to fly out of there on accident ever. And so if I go looking for this knife, it's going to be right where I left it. Wow. Safety. I already know the answer to this, but yeah, there's no contact through the back. This blade is recessed underneath the guard, so the clip is awesome, the tip is good, and then I'm confident I could put this in my pocket and not any risk of making blade contact. It's got a wonderful titanium backspacer with a lanyard hole, full titanium. I mean, just there's so much goodness going on here. I just love a Praxis, man. Wonderful knife. I wonder if it's sharp. I mean, just looking at it, the thing, I'm going to say that it's, look at this tall flat grind blade. I mean, wow. Yeah, of course it's sharp. Yeah, it's that kind of ridiculous sharp. Just curving its way through the paper. Yeah, super duper sharp. With no strop, no messing with it, straight out of the box. All right, price and availability. I'm going to see if I can find these. Okay, so, hey, Kershaw has these, and they're $212. Oddly enough, Amazon has these in stock now, and the price is the same. So where would I buy one? I would, for me, I would buy it at Amazon because of the amazing return policy. Plus, it's got free next day shipping on it. Yeah. So I'll put a link down below to this knife. I'm an affiliate with Amazon. If you buy this from Amazon, you don't pay a penny more. And then the channel, I mean, on this knife, being it's $200, I maybe make 12 cents or something. Yeah, I don't get paid much from that, but you know what? Every little bit helps, man, and keeps the channel going. So if you're seriously thinking about one of these, if you buy it from Amazon and my affiliate link down below, you're helping the channel a little bit. Make a couple of dollars, maybe 12 cents. I don't know. Anyways, wow. Kershaw. I say we Kershaw, but this box don't say Kershaw anywheres on it. It just says it's a we knife. So I say it's in collaboration with Kershaw. I just know they're kind of the one source for it, but now you get them on Amazon. So is that through Kershaw or through we? Oh, hey, I was going to see if I could find a certificate in it. Let's check real quick. All right, I'm a goof. I already saw the bottom of the box. There's nothing in here. So, yeah, I don't think it's numbered, limited. If it is, it's not a number limited. It may be a limited, but it's not numbered. Yeah, so anyways, man, let me jump out of this video. It's been a second. We Praxis, man. I'll be honest. Hey, any Praxis, all of these Praxis are stunning. This copper one, come on, man. I mean, albeit it's heavy, but golly, is this thing nice. And then the micarta version, it's inexpensive, is HCR. But again, in hand, this is, to me, this is a real deal hand knife. This is a pocket knife as far as folders go. Excellent action. Can't fail it. Yep. I don't know. Can I fail this one? This is a liner lock as well. Action's not quite as good on this one, but golly, the scales. Nah, I can't fail that one. And then the button lock. Can I fail it? It's a button lock, so I would guess yes. Nope. Yeah, wow, is that civivi tuned this thing properly? This button lock. I mean, you know, the thing is, I probably should get rid of at least 2 of these. I mean, keeping 2 of them is excessive. I mean, I'm kind of in the mode of I should keep 1, everything else should go. So which ones would I keep? If I could keep 1, which one would I keep? Yeah, I'd keep the titanium one. That wasn't too hard to figure out. If I could keep 2, which one would be the other one? This button lock's pretty sick. And it's in Nitro B. I mean, golly, do I give up the copper? This thing, what a piece. I'm not sure. I think I give up these 2 and I keep these 2. I keep the new button lock because I like a button lock, and this button lock is tuned so well. Yep, the aluminum scales, it's really light, very comfortable in the pocket, comfortable in the hand. I mean, I think those are the 2 I keep. Anyways, hey, I appreciate it. We're talking about this titanium version right here. And I'll put a link below to the Amazon link if you're interested in picking one up. Appreciate it if you use the Amazon link and pick it up through that. Help support the channel. Appreciate you watching.